Okay, we have Monday's homework, number 15, 16, and 19. The problem says that there is a number cube. So we know that's like a dice, right? A dice. So the dice has, 1 to 6. So we're looking at first spinning the number cube. Okay, so that would be the dice we have, and that would have 1 to 6. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to say, here's my start. I'm starting, and now I'm going to, I can spin a 1. I could throw a 1. I can throw a 2. I can throw a 3, a 4, 5, trying to make it so I have enough room here, 6. Okay, and so that would be me rolling the dice. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm doing. I'm rolling the dice. I can get any of those. Okay, so there's 6 outcomes. Okay, the outcome for each of those would be 1 out of 6. There's 6 outcomes, and each one has 1/6 of a chance for me to spin that. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the spinner. So if I roll a 1 on the dice, I could spin a 1, I could spin a 2, or I could spin a 3. If I rolled a 2, I can still spin a 1, a 2, or a 3. And that would be the same for all of them. I can get, no matter what number I roll on the dice, when I use the spinner, I can do this. It doesn't change what I get on the spinner. And so I'm going to count these now. You can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there are 18. I'm going to use that in yellow so I can compare that. I'm going to go back. I have 18 chances to get 2 3s. Well, how many of those do I actually get 2 3s? Well, you can see that here is the only place I get 2 3s. So it's only 1 out of those 18. So I have, on the first spin, if I'm just using the cube, I have a probability of 1/6. But in the second one, the probability of getting 2 3s in a row there is 1/18. And so a tree is a very good way to visually see probability. I mean, I really like the trees. I'm a real tree advocate. I think they show a really good way of figuring that out. Another way to do it, which would be kind of a shortcut or streamline, would be to say, what are my chances of getting a 3 on the dice? Well, that would be 1 out of 6. What is my chance of getting a 3 on the spinner? Well, that would be 1 out of 3. So the final probability would be 1 out of 18. I just multiply straight across. I take the two probabilities and I multiply them together. So that is, a look at 2 different ways of approaching the tree and the spinner. And we're going to be doing this in your lab. There's another problem later on in the week that deals with probability in trees. And I have a separate lab that just is for a separate video, which is specifically for the lab. So you're going to have 3 different opportunities to use those trees, which I'm very excited about for you. Okay, the next problem is 16, and it talks about perimeter. Okay, and this problem would be way easier if the perimeter was like 4 and 6, but instead of that, they have an actual expression with variables in each side length. So the length is 2 plus 4k, and the width is 3.3 half k. And so they're making it way complicated. But we know a lot about math now in 7th grade, and we can do this very easily. So let's look at what we're doing. First thing we're going to do is we're going to distribute. So we're going to distribute this 2 to these two equations. Okay, so I have 3/4. I don't want to forget that, right? 3/4. And so 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 2 times 4k is 8k. And 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, and I'm making sure I'm keeping that 2 positive. And 2 times 3 half k is 3k, which is awesome because I have now gotten rid of that pesky fraction there. So that makes that much easier. So here we go. So now I have 3/4, and now I want to combine like terms, okay? So here's what I'm looking for. I got k's there, okay? And I got numbers there. So I can connect those. So I can connect those numbers, 4 and 6, I can add together, can combine them, and that makes 10. Okay, and then I have those k's, and I can add them together, and 3k and 4k is 11k. And so I got you that far. I'm going to let you finish that. But remember now, you are now going to distribute the 4k, the 3/4, you're going to distribute the 3/4 to the 10 and the 11k, and then look at the answers and see which makes sense. What solves that for you? The last problem is 19. It's an inequality, and it is Chico. He's buying shoes, and he already has that $9. So he's got that $9. He's good. He's got that $9. But he knows the shoes are $87. Okay, and he now wants to figure out, if he saves up for 6 weeks, what would he need to save up each week? So first thing I'm going to do is to figure out what that 6x is. I'm going to take away 9 from both sides. Okay, so I'm going to have left, I'm going to have the 6x, right? Because 9 minus 9 is 0. And that's greater than or equal to, and this is going to be 78, because it's 87 minus 9 is 78. Now, I want to know what 1x is, so I need to divide. So I would divide both by 6. Okay, so you need to remember and try to figure out what that answer will be. And that's it. So it's a... We're good. We're good there. I feel like you have a lot of help, and so go to it.